The wound is the place where the light enters you. This series is an exploration of depression, diving deep into the darkness of the psyche and the slow, painful journey of healing and transformation. This is the second painting, it's the fourth week, and we move into the destruction stage. Healing has not truly begun. Rumi's words speak to the potential for healing in the future. But right now the focus is on the wound itself, the void left behind. Thank you for listening to that. I'm going to be showing you now the progress of the week. And I hope you like what the painting is looking like. Good morning, everyone. Today's Tuesday. I have this painting as my subject. I'm going to be replicating the general composition and color scheme from this painting onto this painting. Just give it a light coat. As I don't really know where to create the burning pattern, I have some ideas, perhaps on these upper areas, some down here. So let's give it that light coat of paint and see how it goes. I'm going to be adding refined linseed oil on top. These are my dry paints. I might need to add some more on top. Cool, so now we have mini version, big official version. Let's take her upstairs. Hey boy, hey! I can't do the burning right now because it started to rain. It's a rainy, wet week and it's very annoying. It's also the force that has ruined the power to the house, meaning I don't have electricity. It's great. I gotta wait. I'm gonna take my chances. I'm gonna think about this. So, could potentially let it burn this way. Oh boy. I really don't know. Well, let's try. Alright, so I think I'm a bit more fond of this. I don't think it's gonna be as big. Maybe not such a square, not square, but yeah, such angular areas. These end at the same place. So I think I would either want to have this crawl a bit more on that direction. I'm not super convinced right now. I don't know, I think it's these two. I like these two, but I don't like this. This is too similar to that and it's competing a bit. I don't know what to do. I guess it's time for the big one. I'm nervous about it. It's cut. This one is around there. Maybe this one can go. We're doing it. This one should be the bigger one, I suppose. Right, so it just peels off. So time for analysis. Okay, so the top ones I really like. They're not as exaggerated as the test subject, so I quite enjoy that. I'm not necessarily sure how or where to take it. I guess I could join these. We're just going for it. Ow. Oh, it's still... Did I burn that one? I thought I burned... I don't know what's happening. There you go. Excuse me. Okay, so now we have a very similar burning pattern to what it was in the first painting. I think that's decent. That's a good way to go about it. I really love those, and I love the direction of the flame burnage. It's good. It's good. Hello everyone. Today is Wednesday. It is that time to start sewing the painting. So my idea right now is to progress into the sewing and add more layers and condense the thread so as to sew together the broken areas. I believe you can mostly figure out what this means in the context of depression, which as the paintings progress, as the paintings evolve, these burns are going to scar. So right now this is what I'm up to. Hello everyone, it's Friday morning, it's about 11:30. I spent most of the morning editing. I've come to realize that I've fallen behind schedule just a little bit. I need to do as much sewing as I can, fix up some of the painting areas. There's one little dot right there of yellow that is incredibly visually, for lack of a better word, annoying. It's an eyesore. When I realized it was there, I can't take my eyes away from it, and it keeps calling back to me. Fix some other areas, such as this right here. And I, of course, need to add the red threads, or the red webs, whatever you want to call them, the whole entanglement. I need to do that as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to complete them today, but I'll try my best. And I also need to do the digital sketch for next week. Preferably today would be done and I would have the weekend free to do other things. Right, so Sewing time. Thread a needle once again. So if you watched my first video on the series, you might know that this Thumbelina is no longer being used because she's annoying. And sometimes I have a hard time pushing through the needle, and it would be a great addition, but I am stubborn and annoyed with Thumbelina, so I ignore her. Thumbelina beef. Also, I'd like to point out the webbing that I'm doing right now is going a lot better, oh Jesus, than the first one, like the first painting I mean, where it was very loose, probably because there was, well, the way I did it, I was very new, and now the more I do it, the more comfortable it is, and I figure out different ways to do it that are better and more proactive. I don't know what's happening. I'm just gonna redo that. Can't forget the music today. I'd like to have it. It's Friday afternoon and I have decided to paint the red threads now. I'm kind of nervous about it. Relatively confident to not mess her up. And if I do, I'm very sorry to my future self. Why do you keep doing that? Okay, I need some Ludovico Einaudi in my life, so gonna start on the chest area and move my way outwards. So I'm applying a light coat of linseed oil, of refined linseed oil with some stand oil, just to make the colors vibrant again, since it has dried, and when oil dries it loses its color, and they all dry at different rates, so one area will be shinier than the other, not necessarily as vibrant. And I don't know if you can tell the difference, but from where I'm standing right now I see a vibrant area, which this is what I have done. This is the technique that is called oiling out, and from my understanding people tend to do it, I think, when the painting's fully dry. I'm not 100% sure, but it's a way to revive the color and to work with the real color that's there rather than the dried up version of it. So once you apply a coat on top of oil or varnish, on top of that dried up vibrant color that on top has a sad desaturated color on top, you are going to have those two colors and they're not going to match once you varnish them. I don't know if that makes sense, but essentially, let's say this. I oiled out this area, but I don't oil out the rest of the painting. If I'm gonna try to match the color to this right here, I'm gonna be able to do it quite accurately. If I try to do this color, once I oil it out after applying that matching color, once everything dries and once I decide to varnish, I will be able to see two different colors because we're trying to match a desaturated color rather than a vibrant color. Okay, I'm sorry, I give up trying to explain that. This allows me to judge the values properly. I will need to understand what saturation and what values I have surrounding that thread, that red. So I believe this is all the work I'm going to be doing this week, but it's okay. Next week I'm gonna be able to buy new materials. It's been a little bit all over the place, so I just need some time to regather myself. Okay, we have our baby Oliver. So we need to feed this little boy who's crying all the time because he wants food. So come here, come here. It's not food time yet, okay? Okay, I'm dying of heat. Things have been falling off the rail as of lately. I don't know why. So I just need to reorganize myself and that'll be okay. It just happens sometimes. So I'll see you all next week when I give the next update and the beginning of the following painting. Happy painting and bye!